hello, hello. A pleasant good morning to you. This, of course, is the week, every week that I bring you the Lady Wendy Food for Thought Corner. And today we will divert a bit from the book, The Law of Thinking. And we are going to talk today because you know what? It's a time of year that kids are getting back to school. So I thought, I'd promise you at some time that I will talk about how to raise successful, happy kids. But before I start on that, because I've got some great tips for you if you want to raise happy, successful kids. But before we get started, of course, Lady Wendy always reach out to you because we've got lots of videos. We did the law of thinking, the law of sacrifice, several videos out there. But I want you to go on my YouTube and do subscribe and review all our videos. And remember, guys, share it. I see you sharing stuff that two persons are fighting and it's going viral. But we have quality videos that I believe that can benefit us in order to live that happy, healthy, prosperous, that purpose-driven life. Now, how do you raise happy, healthy children? Well, I narrowed it down. Not that I'm no expert, but I do believe there's certain fundamental, if you listen to everyone, and that is building self-confidence. Now, how do you build self-confidence? I believe that you can do it through motivating your children, encouraging. I know in the Caribbean or in Ghana, we has, maybe now, but in the early days, that encouragement, that motivation was a little bit more hard in coming. Not that it wasn't there, because my father always. But I think when you motivate a child, when you encourage, you inspire that child, they want to excel. They want to do better. They want to do well. We must take it on our time to compliment our children. Compliment them very well. I remember when my son was very young and he was into sports. And even though I didn't understand the sport or I didn't pay too much attention, I would tell him, yes. I'm not saying to give them that false self of telling them that they're great. There's nothing wrong with telling them they're great, but you also have to be practical. But it's nothing. I felt that my two kids, not to sound braggy, but I have to brag anyway, because I do believe that they did it because we started a very early encouraging them when they were in swimming lesson, when they're in piano lesson. Even you say you can do it. I remember when my daughter came home from school and she said, "Mommy, I didn't." I said, "That's okay. You may not do it very good today, but there's another day." Or my son lost his game. I said, "That's okay. I didn't play well today, Mom." I said, "Well, you'll play better tomorrow." And I believe encouraging is a component, building that self-confidence. When they make mistakes, when they're good, it's very, very important. The other part that I believe that helps in the development of your children is structure. We need to have them structured in routine, not this fly by night. You get them organizing themselves. It's called that divine order. When they wake up in the morning, what they should be doing. I know now we have both parents are working, so the kids are always rushing. They're doing things. And then later on in life, you may say, well, how come they're not organized? Because you never set proper routines. If they need to, I remember when I was young, my granny would have us ironed our uniform the day if school is starting today. We had it ironed, put out. Well, now there's a lot of wet and wear or, wash and wear outfits. But my granny would have certain specific. I see some children, 9-year-old, they're up with their parents. No, when my kids were growing up, if 9 o'clock was bedtime, you read them a story and you put them into bed early so that they can develop their brain. They can have that order so that they know how things are supposed to be done. And then, of course, it was very wonderful for us because when they're gone to bed 8 o'clock in the night, a young age, then we have until 11 o'clock for us, building our relationship. It's very, very important that you teach them structure, routine. Empowering their decisions is a very important thing. Let the kids make some decision. We tend to want to just throw things at them. This is how we did it, and that's the other thing. Yeah, you have to respect kids. Sometimes they say the damnedest things, but when they're saying it, something good can come out of it. Yes, you have kids look to parents for guidance. Yes, you have to guide them. And the other thing you must do is listen. We never take the time to listen to our children because sometimes what they have to say is so very important. Um, what would be, for example, you come home, you're so busy, you're so focused on, oh, that mark, my kids must get 100 because I want them to go to the top schools. And you put so much pressure on the children. We never listen. Sometimes you come home, you didn't even ask them how their day was. You have to show participation in your child's life rather than just what I say go. This is how it was done to me. It's very important that you listen to them. Hear what they have. That little voice is very, very, very important. Criticism is a big part, and I have to take a little bit myself and a husband, because I think if I were to do, I mean, I'm very happy, I'm very proud of my two children, but if I were to do it again, I think criticism, I would say, was one of her main, I would say, could have been better improved on. Sometimes we are so quick to criticize that we also diminish the child's self-confidence, their self-esteem, because they're thinking they're not good, they're not pleasing their parents. We didn't know very well to compliment, so we were always, if you can avoid the child come, don't matter how it may sound dumb to you, try your best not to criticize them. Oh, you don't do this. You don't tie your shoelace good. You didn't go. Try your best to show them how they can improve themselves. You know, stay away from trying to criticize them. Oh, you're too fat. You're too this, because society's put so much on what a perfect kid should be. And finally, relationship is so important. Family relationships, siblings relationship, love, kindness. And I do believe religion plays a part, no matter what religion you're in. For I know, brought up Christian, under the Christian thing. My parents may not have been running to church, but they made us go to Sunday school, Sabbath school, get them involved in some form of structure. I'm not saying you don't have to bind it word for word, but you have to give them, because out of that religion, I was learned the 10 Commandments, which says, the most one that sticks into my brain that I preach all the time is honor your mother and your father, so your days will be long upon this land. Now, what is that? That tells you about love. It tells you about respecting the elderly, because you want to build healthy relationships. When your kids have healthy relationships, don't matter how much education you give them, if the relationship is not balanced, they can go out there and make terrible spouses, partners, workplace with their boss, with their colleagues, because they have not built. Yes, they got 100 and they went to the best schools, but if they're not, they won't be successful if they don't have those other components that comes along with it. So today, Lady Wendy, for those who are starting school today, and for those parents who are in that hustle and bustle, I tell you, take time to build self-confidence. Take time to listen to your children. Take time to share love. Take time out of your busy schedule, even if it's once a week, to play games with your kids, even if it's a board game. Give them those tools. I say to my kids, put tools in your cupboards. You never know when you'll be able to reach and get it. So I hope that what I had to say will help you. I will continue on this journey to inspire, to motivate, to help you. And once again, there's several videos on the Lady Wendy show channel. Please do subscribe and give me your comment. I may not have all the answers, but if I can help one person listening to this video, I would be very happy. And remember to comment and share this video and subscribe to the Lady Wendy channel. Have a blessed day, and remember to share a smile with someone today.